Hey guys, this is going to be a hopefully quick video, just letting you know that there's not going to be a video this week on Friday or Saturday or whatever day I settle on updating. The reason for this is that I'm going on a trip to New York City for the AES Convention with my department here at College Land. I'm going to be gone from Thursday until Sunday. Just wanted to let you know so that when you don't see a video from me on the day, you don't flip out or kill yourself. Don't kill yourself anyway, that's just bad. Just don't do it. I also wanted to make this video because I feel like I haven't really been delivering on the original promise of what I wanted to do with this channel, which is just generally talking about the music that I've been listening to. So I want to do that. Alright, first off, actually a recommendation from my dad, the band Steely Dan, which, if you do not know, are a rock band from the 70s and 80s and time, whose music generally features a blend of classic rock and various styles of jazz music. Now, honestly, I wasn't too big on their first two albums, but their third album, called Pretzel Logic, is where things start to get pretty good. And then I was actually a really big fan of the follow-up to that album, called Katie Lied. I haven't heard anything past that point. I've only listened to the first four albums. Also, I've recently been getting really into underground rap and hip-hop music. Earlier this week, I listened to the Danny Brown mixtape, XXX. Danny Brown is definitely one of the most eccentric rappers in the game right now, just vocally, but also in his choice of beats and a lot of his lyricism, I think is the word I was trying to say. I definitely dug a lot of tracks from this album, but I think the song I like the most is actually the last song, called 30. There's something about just his vocals throughout the track, as well as the beat, which kind of sounds like a demented Rat-a-Tat song. It's a very emotional track. I don't know, I liked it a lot. So yeah, check out XXX. I haven't actually heard his new album, called Old, but it's been getting a lot of critical acclaim, and I've heard a lot of my friends have said they really liked it, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. Also, in the world of underground hip-hop, I listened to the Joey Badass mixtape called 1999. This tape features a pretty interesting blend of some really golden age hip-hop styles mixed with some modern production. There are actually a couple tracks on here produced by MF Doom, which is awesome. So this is a pen that I'm holding. Also, I chewed it up a bunch today because I was taking a really hard physics test. It's pretty gross. Back to music. Joey Badass actually dropped another mixtape earlier this year called Summer Nights, which I have in my iTunes, but I haven't listened to it yet, so that's going to be something that I want to do in the soon. Really got to work on some of my wording. God, I'm just horrible at that. And then earlier today, actually, I listened to the new Kickdrums album called Thinking Out Loud. The Kickdrums are basically a synth pop duo who sound like every other synth pop duo. The lead singer actually kind of reminds me of the vocalist of the band Interpol, whose name I cannot recall right now. Now, there are some tracks I really dug off of this album, like the opener Atonement and the title track, as well as I Know and Echoes. But honestly, most of this album kind of ended up just being a little bit hit and miss for me. A lot of the songs kind of get stuck in this mid-tempo rut. I really feel like they just lack a sense of energy and hooks and dynamics and things that make music good. A lot of the songs also feel like they're caught between trying to be an upbeat, energetic song and a little bit more chill, slower song. Now, the songs on this album that commit to being either one or the other are actually some of the best. I really feel like these songs that are caught in the middle should just pick a side and commit to it. But honestly, most of the album seems like it wants to go in the slightly chiller direction, which would have been awesome. But yeah, check out the tracks that I mentioned before, and if you like them, give the album a listen. It's pretty short, and maybe you'll like it more than I did. And then, actually, right before I filmed this video, I listened to the new August Burns Red album, Rescue and Restore. Holy mother of everything in the universe. This album was so good. Spirit Breaker actually made me cry. So did Beauty and Tragedy. If I do continue doing album reviews on this channel, I really want to give a shot at this one. Give this one a shot. Try this one. So many better ways I could have said that. But in a nutshell, some of the things that I really liked about this album are its willingness to experiment and take risks, especially on the song Creative Captivity. How emotional it is. Like I said, a couple of the songs made me cry, like actual tears coming down my face. But when it's not trying to make you cry, it's seriously one of the heaviest albums so far this year. But it's not just breakdowns and more breakdowns and just low growls and pig squeals and blast beats. Though most of these things do actually show up Not pig squeals, though. Never pig squeals. One of the most striking things about this album is how melodic it is, mostly in the lead guitars, and there are a number of songs that are actually in major keys, which in metalcore music is extremely rare, and they do it so well, too. It doesn't sound forced or wrong in any way. I think the best example of this is the song Echoes. Like, just go listen to Echoes. And also listen to Spirit Breaker, but only if you're willing to shed some manly tears. Or womanly tears. Just tears. Why do tears have to have genders? Okay, I feel like this video has gone on for longer than I intended it to. I dropped my pen. So I'm gonna go. Bye-bye.